Good afternoon, Arsene. Any team news from the weekend? Flamini in particular, is he okay?
Flamini is doing well. Has practiced normally, but we will not play him tomorrow because there is a 5 days rule that we will respect. Not to take any chance. You know, it was a concussion, and the doctor advised us not to play him.
So he'll be okay for the weekend. It's just
we'll be okay for the weekend. Yes.
Yep. Any other changes that you're likely to make, even in terms of rotating your squad? As you
a little bit, certainly, yes. But I leave myself 24 hours until tomorrow afternoon to decide that.
Obviously, Arsenal have won their first 2 games in the group. Do you feel if you can win this one, you're nearly over the line or close to the line?
It is on that front. It's an important game, of course, because it can. It's not a decider, but an important one. It's an 80% game for me, for the qualifier. You know, do we win the game? We know when. Do we win the other home game? We are there.
And in terms of Dortmund, you played them a couple of years ago in this competition. It was a draw away from home, a win at home. How much have they changed in that period of time, in your opinion?
At the time, they were short of experience in the Champions League, and since they have reached the final last year, so they have certainly more confidence than before. But basically, the core of the team is the same. Still based on Polish quality, and overall, of course, they lost Goetze, they got Royce. You know, basically, the structure of the team and the quality of the team is similar.
Arsene, hello. A lot's been said about how much Borussia Dortmund have improved since you last met them, but how much better is your team, do you think, now than it was then?
But I believe we are much better, and that our young players have gained experience and maturity, and that the consistency of our results since the 1st of January 2013 shows that we are capable to be consistent, and consistency is always a sign of quality, especially in the Premier League. If you're capable to be consistent in the Premier League, that's a sign of quality.
Is it all about keeping this feel-good factor and the great run going now?
Yeah, but the feel-good factor is down what I said many times, the quality of the spirit of the team, the solidarity of the players, and the desire to do well. We know we are a team who looks for being, of course, successful. For that you need a special hunger, and I believe that these players have a special hunger.
Do you think the quality of the goals on Saturday, especially the first, might have Borussia Dortmund worried a bit?
I don't know. What is for sure is that for our confidence it's good, and that we know we have even room for improvement, and being in the position we are at the moment and knowing that we have room for improvement is of course a good feeling.
What sort of challenges specifically do the Bundesliga teams present English teams, do you think? I say that because obviously Schalke and Bayern were successful when they came here. I know you won in Munich.
We won in Munich. What they give you, the German teams, is they have a desire to play. They play without any, with a positive attitude, and they have produced as well many good players recently. You know, we have some German players. We know that they are quality, and it makes always open games because they don't hide. We don't hide, so it should be an exciting game tomorrow.
How significant do you think the fact that you've got players like Mesut Ozil and Pierre Mertesacker and Thomas Rosicky who've all played in the Bundesliga? How much can that help you, do you feel?
I don't know. It's difficult to rate how much, but what is important is that we go into the game and focus on our quality, on our performance. That is for me much more important than focusing on Dortmund, that you come out of the game tomorrow and feel that we have played at our best. Do we play at our best will be difficult to handle for everybody.
Okay, Wojciech, if I may ask you, Arsene talks about the Polish quality in their team, but how big a threat are your Polish teammates, Lewandowski and Błaszczykowski?
Well, they're quality players. Obviously, I've known them for a very long time, so I know what they're capable of. I think certainly Lewandowski is one of the best you can find in Europe, so he'll be dangerous. But we played against them before, and we've handled him quite well, so I hope we can do that again.
Have you spoken to them about this game tomorrow?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Obviously, me and Robert are very good friends, so we speak on a daily basis, and he's excited to come here. I'm excited to play against him, and it'll be a good challenge. Forget the friendship for now, and I'm sure we'll be fine after the game.
Has it become more competitive for you, given that you know them so well?
Yeah, it just makes it a little bit more exciting, that's it. Other than that, I try to treat it like every other game and be professional, prepare in the same way, and hopefully get the result that we have been getting recently.
Arsene, you said that you feel there's still room for improvement at the moment. What sort of areas are you? What are you unhappy about? And what sort of areas are you talking about?
No, I'm not especially unhappy. I believe that first of all, in life you can always improve, and that's what makes a top-level sportsman or top-level team is they have always that search for improvement, you know. And I believe that collectively, in the way we win the ball back, in the use of the ball offensively, we have room for improvement and for more consistency in that, and that's what you want from your players.
No, English, no, Irish. Hi, Arsene. Just wanted to. You must be delighted with the form of Olivier Giroud. It's easy to say in hindsight, I know, but is perhaps missing out on some of your transfer targets in the summer a blessing in disguise?
Well, I did not. We were not out there to replace Olivier Giroud. We were out to find, of course, in our mind, Bentner was leaving, and therefore we were a bit short up front, and that's why we were out on strikers. But overall, anyway, Bentner has stayed and is now coming back into a good form, and Olivier Giroud is doing exceptionally well. And he is one of the players who improves always, and is always looking to become better, and he's showing that in every single game.
You spoke about room for improvement. There naturally will be pressure to buy in January, but has the emergence or perhaps improvement of players like Ramsey and Giroud, will that make you rethink your transfer policy in January?
Look, I'm honestly not focused on any transfer policy at all. Just when you look at the moment, I'm spoiled for choice, and look at the players who are still out. At the moment, there's no Walcott, no Chamberlain, no Podolski, who are all out, and I don't even speak about the players like Diaby who are out. You know, so we have plenty of players. When everybody's back, we don't need to go on the transfer market too much.
Arsene, we often talk about the efficiency of German teams, particularly in the last couple of years. What is it that makes them so efficient?
What makes them efficient is always efficiency is linked with quality, you know, and the quality of taking their chances, and that's linked with technical ability. Football is a massive sport in Germany. You forget that over 5 million people playing in Germany regularly football, and that means they have a big tradition, and that means they produce always quality football players.
Efficiency is a word that you often use in relation to your team. Do you feel that they're getting to that level now? It's been a great 2013.
Efficiency is doing what is important and in your game. You know, when you're very, very young team, sometimes you learn is a combination of quality and experience, and that's what you learn when you have a big experience as a football player. You focus on what is efficient more and how things look, and that's what is of course vital to win.
And just one for Wojciech, if I can. You mentioned Lewandowski. You said that you think he's one of the best in Europe. What is it that makes him that good? And do you feel that in the game at Wembley last week we maybe didn't see the best of him?
Yeah, he's had a tough time with national team recently, but when you look at his goal scoring record in the Bundesliga and Champions League last year, You see how good he is. He's a goal scorer, and that's what makes him a good striker. He's done that when he was in Poland a few years back, and then since he signed for Dortmund, he's been either a top scorer or nearly there in the Bundesliga, and that's what he does. Simple as that.
Arsene, Sir Alex Ferguson's autobiography's out tomorrow. Sir Alex Ferguson's book's coming out. Have you pre-ordered a copy? What do you expect?
We fear all the worst, no? No, I think it's good that he makes a book. Maybe there's not enough time to think about his whole career. It's a bit short between the moment he stopped and the moment he brings his book out. But maybe there are some other books coming later. So it's an autobiography who could bring 1, 2, 3 or 4 books. I don't know.
Do you think with such a big personality who's always sort of the spectre of Sir Alex Ferguson hovering over Manchester United and what's happening there this season?
No, you do not want his personality to be a handicap for the club. You want him to be remembered as somebody who has done extremely well for the club. And so it has rather to be a positive influence on Manchester United.
Wojciech, the manager spoke really well about you on Friday, and he was just saying how good a start to the season you had. How pleased have you been with your form this season and playing the under team?
Well, we've been winning, so that's the most important thing. I'm getting to a point in my career where all I care about is the team, and as long as the team wins, I'm happy. Obviously, I would have preferred a few more clean sheets. But I've just been delighted with the team form and the way we've been playing and getting the results.
Was losing your place last season, was that in any way a wake-up call? Did it sort of refocus it? Did it sort of lay down the challenge again to get back to your best as you are now?
Yeah, I think looking back at it now, it was a good lesson for me, the one that I needed at the time. I definitely got sharper since then. I worked a little bit harder in training, and that seemed to be working for me back then. So I just carried on doing it, and I'm feeling like I'm a little bit more consistent at the moment. So I'm just trying to do the same thing all over again, and hope that will bring the best out of me.
Well, this time it's Germany, you were close. It's Christian Kamp from Frankfurt Allgemeine newspaper. You have quite a few German players in your squad, older players, younger players, very different players. Do you think they share a certain common quality that you particularly appreciate? And obviously you knew that Mesut Özil is an exceptional player, but did you expect him to make his mark so quickly and so impressively?
No, what is for me the most common thing is their attitude. The Germans they have a reputation of being 100% professional, and certainly we have not been disappointed on that front. After that, of course, you buy the players because they have the top quality no matter where they are from. But Germans have usually a good attitude towards their job. They want to be as good as they can be, and as well they adapt easily in England. You know, they learn easy. The language is not so difficult for them. Most of them speak English, and they have that pride to do well.
Okay, last question back there, Mark. Thank you.
Arsene, you won't be facing Jurgen Klopp obviously on the touchline tomorrow night, but he's obviously a real character in the game. Can you just talk about sort of the admiration you have for him and the job he has done?
He has done extremely well, and he has given a new lease of life to Dortmund. And overall, like every passionate guy, he's gone a little bit overboard when they played in Naples and is punished. I've gone through that, and but overall, you can only congratulate him for the quality of his job he has done. It's exceptional.
Did it surprise you that they got all the way to the final last year?
I knew they had the quality to do it. When you played against them 2 years ago, I felt that they have quality, you know. And after they beat Bayern for the championship, of course, that improved their level of confidence. So I was not too surprised that they went to the final last year.
Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Cheers, Arsene.
Well done, Wojciech.